Americans are feeling the pinch as the costs of food, energy, and housing continue to rise. These price increases, primarily due to higher energy costs and ongoing supply chain issues, are causing anxiety for many. On top of this, global tensions are on the rise, adding to the uncertainty. The United States finds itself in a challenging position, with other nations urging our leaders to address issues occurring in different parts of the world. Whether it's increasing food, oil, and energy exports, or offering humanitarian aid, America is at the center of many unfolding situations, with the world's eyes upon us. To prevent the current crisis from worsening, we've been sending agricultural supplies, fuels, and other resources to our international allies. However, this has depleted our domestic reserves and left us in a precarious situation. This year, farmers have suffered significant crop losses, and the shelves of our stores will soon have fewer products than they did a year ago. Retailers are also cutting back on their purchases due to declining sales, resulting in thinner inventories than ever before. Inflation isn't easing as quickly as anticipated, and we're feeling the impact on our wallets. This challenging situation could worsen rapidly if an extreme weather event disrupts power distribution to our homes or food supply to our supermarkets. And if you're a regular viewer of our channel, you're probably aware that there are other potential challenges in the coming months that could easily disrupt our supply chains. That's why we've compiled a list of affordable emergency supplies you should consider getting before the next crisis strikes. Without further delay, here are 15 low-cost survival items that could prove invaluable in the months ahead. 1. Batteries. Our domestic power grid is susceptible to cyberattacks, severe weather, and energy supply disruptions, especially during the winter. Blackouts and power outages can catch us off guard at any time. Having spare batteries on hand to keep our devices powered is essential. Every winter, certain regions in the U.S. face extended power outages, leaving those unprepared in a frustrating situation. However, you don't have to be one of them. Identify the battery types your devices need, acquire extras, and keep them readily accessible. You can often find excellent deals at dollar stores and during big box retailer sales, but circumstances could change in the coming months. 2. Emergency blankets. You'll often find these life-saving supplies at your local dollar store, and they can offer crucial protection against the cold during emergencies. In the event of a power grid failure, nearly 60% of Americans who rely on natural gas for heating may find themselves without their primary heat source, and it could be a while before they secure an alternative way to stay warm. This means families, including children, might endure freezing temperatures for hours, and in some cases, even days, which can have serious health implications and put them in a perilous situation. These affordable blankets are specially designed to reflect and retain body heat, helping ward off hypothermia when temperatures drop. They occupy minimal space in your emergency kit while delivering maximum benefits. Plus, you can use their reflective surface to signal for help if the situation becomes dire. 3. Chapstick. This is one of those inexpensive items that often gets overlooked because people don't view it as an essential survival supply or assume it's readily available everywhere. However, we don't need to look any further than the memories of supply chain shortages during the pandemic to see why that notion is misguided. The truth is that we seldom discuss how painful mouth and skin blisters can lead to severe inflammation and make you susceptible to illnesses and diseases when left untreated. It's not just about keeping your lips moisturized. It's about preventing skin from cracking and bleeding, which can help guard against diseases that might be transmitted through your mouth. Moreover, some preppers have found additional uses for chapstick, such as using it as a portable moisturizer by scraping off some product and applying it to sore hands, ears, and feet. Some even use it as a tool lubricant and a fire starter. While it may be a simple and inexpensive product, it's incredibly versatile and should have a place in your survival kit. 4. Sanitary wipes. As flu season approaches, more people will be on the lookout for sanitary wipes, a product that's consistently in high demand. These wipes are versatile, serving purposes in personal hygiene, household cleaning, surface sterilization, and even first aid. That's what makes them so popular. In the upcoming months, this affordable item will be even more sought after, and it's possible that store shelves may run low on supplies. An important tip if you plan to stock up on sanitary wipes for the long term is that if they happen to dry out, you can revive them by adding a little water and some rubbing alcohol. They'll be almost as good as new. This way, you can avoid wasting your money if the cleaning liquid evaporates and won't have to rush to the store, especially in harsh winter weather, to purchase replacements. 5. Flashlights and lanterns. Flashlights and lanterns are versatile tools that can prove invaluable in various situations. They can help you navigate in the dark, aid rescue workers in locating you, facilitate communication with a group, and provide protection from potential threats during a disaster or emergency. The world around us can become dark and daunting, but you can stay prepared and avoid panic with one of these in your backpack, car, and of course at home. A flashlight with batteries is a crucial component of any emergency survival kit. In the event of a power failure or evacuation, having a reliable source of illumination is essential for safety and the ability to relocate if necessary. The best part is that these invaluable items are often available at an affordable price in various stores, so consider stocking up on these emergency essentials to ensure you're well prepared. 6. Toilet paper. As we approach the colder months, many U.S. consumers tend to stock up on household essentials to reduce the need for frequent store visits, especially with hurricane season and heavy rainfall affecting various parts of the country. Toilet paper typically vanishes from store shelves first when disasters or supply chain disruptions occur. We learned this the hard way during the pandemic. With the surge in seasonal demand this fall, any issue that disrupts the manufacturing or distribution of this product over the next few months could lead to empty shelves once more. While it might seem like an unnecessary precaution to some, it's often during a power outage, a truck driver strike, or any other disruption in the flow of goods across the nation that people realize how quickly chaos can unfold. Additionally, global wood pulp production has never fully recovered from the supply chain challenges stemming from the health crisis. Wood pulp is the primary material used in the production of paper products. We're witnessing the impact of this production gap on the prices of various other items as well. Books, notebooks, and magazines have all seen significant price increases since 2020. Running out of toilet paper during a disaster scenario is no laughing matter, and it's essential to be prepared. It's worth noting that some individuals may start hoarding long before you have a chance to purchase some. This inexpensive product can quickly become a priceless commodity during challenging times. Don't wait for a supply chain issue to stock up on it. 7. Over-the-counter medications. Picture this: stay-at-home mandates return after a heavy snowfall or other natural disasters, or, heaven forbid, a new pandemic emerges. We don't need an extreme event to find ourselves in a situation where we're stuck at home indefinitely without access to essential medications. The situation can become even more challenging if someone falls ill and a hospital visit isn't an option. Having a stock of painkillers, anti-inflammatory medications, ointments, allergy medicine, heartburn remedies, and more can be a lifesaver for you and your family. In about a month, many people will start searching for these products as flu season arrives. Now is the perfect time to review your medicine cabinet to check what medications you might be running low on or what's past its expiration date. Keep an eye out for promotions at your local pharmacies to ensure you have an adequate supply on hand. 8. Non-perishable food. We all recognize the importance of having a supply of non-perishable food in our pantry. What's also becoming evident is that the prices of basic non-perishable food items are steadily increasing each month, and industry experts suggest that this trend won't be changing anytime soon. More and more Americans are stockpiling pantry essentials to navigate the winter and shield their budgets from the effects of inflation and the ongoing economic challenges unfolding around us. At the same time, food manufacturers are reporting labor and material shortages, while farmers are grappling with crop losses and lower than expected yields. essence, our domestic food supply may struggle to keep up with winter demand, and any events that disrupt the timely delivery of food staples to our stores can lead to shortages and even higher prices. With that in mind, consider adding non-perishable foods that provide quality nutrition at an affordable cost to your shopping list. Items like canned vegetables and fruit, ready-to-eat soup, and high-energy snacks such as granola bars and nuts can offer you a safety net during unexpected circumstances. 9. Manual can opener. Why store cans of food if you can't open them? One essential tool we should always have on hand is a manual can opener that doesn't rely on electricity. Many non-perishable foods come in cans, so our efforts to stock up on these supplies could be in vain without an easy-to-use opener. A manual can opener ensures you can access your food wherever you are, regardless of the situation. It can become a priceless item during desperate times when a trip to the store no longer guarantees that you'll find what you need. 10. First aid supplies. First aid supplies are indispensable, especially for families with children. Preppers often stress that first aid supplies serve as the front line of defense during emergencies. Whether it's cuts, sprains, minor injuries, or more severe situations, these survival products help prevent infections and aid in the recovery process. Sometimes, we forget we have a first aid kit at home, only realizing we've run out of essential items when we need them the most. Begin by assessing your current supplies and identifying what's missing. Don't forget to stock up on bandages, antiseptic wipes, and medical tape. It's an investment that pays off, catering to both survival and everyday domestic needs. 11. Candles, lighters, and matches. Batteries don't last forever, and if a prolonged power outage occurs, we'll have to rely on these affordable light and fire sources, just as our ancestors did. Emergency 80-hour candles, dependable lighters, and waterproof matches are essential survival items to stock up on. They provide easy illumination and serve as fire starters for warmth and cooking. Given their low cost, it's safe to say that they are excellent additions to your survival kit, especially as the likelihood of power shortages increases with the approach of what experts predict to be another harsh winter. 12. Trash bags. Don't underestimate the humble trash bag. It's far more versatile than you might think. In addition to managing trash, they can serve as makeshift raincoats or tarps. You can use them to construct a shelter or collect rainwater. This everyday supply is remarkably versatile and budget-friendly. During the winter, trash bags can help keep your supplies dry and prevent hypothermia. There's always a use for trash bags, but they're not always readily available in stores. Nevertheless, they are valuable assets in any pantry, and people will be on the hunt for them in large numbers when the next emergency strikes. 13. Rubber gloves. When considering inexpensive items that can become hard to find in a survival scenario, rubber gloves are often overlooked. They may seem simple, but they are indispensable. Rubber gloves protect your hands when handling rough materials, clearing debris, or providing first aid. They serve as a barrier against contamination and can even be used for storing food and liquids. As we observed during the pandemic, any health emergency can lead to overnight supply shortages. Ensure you include them in your stockpile to stay well prepared. 14. Hygiene products. Having a well-stocked supply of basic hygiene products at home can save you numerous trips to the store during the winter and help you maintain a clean and healthy environment, even in challenging circumstances. Items such as toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, soap, and feminine hygiene products should find a place in everyone's pantry or survival kit. Even if you don't use them all, they can be valuable for bartering with others. These supplies tend to vanish quickly from stores when authorities issue warnings about impending shortages or disasters, which are becoming more frequent, particularly during weather-related emergencies. 15. Self-defense gear. Crises can erupt suddenly, and when they do, many people panic and rush to purchase the self-defense gear they need, leading to predictable shortages. However, waiting until chaos unfolds in our streets to acquire self-defense items might be too late. You don't need to start with big and expensive tools. What's crucial is finding the tools you know how to handle, as individual needs vary. Waiting until the last minute poses a real risk of finding store shelves empty. Let's make wise choices and be prepared for the challenges we're being warned about. Don't overthink it. Take action, because time is of the essence. Thank you for tuning in.